Do or die for Tom Cousins and Craig Waddingham. Both of them feel strange that we're in this position right now. Tom Cousins hasn't really done much wrong. Craig Waddingham will look for a little bit of a recovery. Wasn't exactly flying in his match against Phil Harrison to start tonight.
Only thing that went wrong for Tom was a dry break and an in-off break, which was kicked in off. It wasn't straight in off. Now they are the margins at times. Immediately handed a chance here in the opening frame to start with a break clearance. Good opening pot. Now pick your route. If you pot the one over bottom right, then you're going to need a very good angle on your last ball just to make sure you get into the bottom half of the table. So I could see him going up the table now. A man playing with confidence if he takes this one on. Well, why wouldn't you with what he's done over the last 7 months? Yeah. The reason being the red over bottom right gives you better access to the 8 ball than any of the ones at the top. Overdid it though.
Well. I wonder. Big chance for Craig Waddingham to get himself into the mix.
It looks a tricky layout. 2 yellows below the 8 ball and the red blocking the bottom right, but it looks like there's plenty of room to play the yellow off the cushion, off the red. Opens everything up, and he has the perfect ball to connect to that one as well. So actually just an ideal layout to get going. Oh, red's just about, no. Okay, lovely little secondary nudge there.
Yeah.
Just when I thought that red was going to get in the way, it was the perfect little kiss.
Yeah, it was close to being horrible, that, wasn't it?
Yeah. Suspect he'll go up the table now. One bottom left is good for the 8 ball. That being that said though, he's just screwed the left-hand side of straight, whereas if he was the right-hand side of straight, he could have gone right behind this yellow at the bottom of the table. So had to leave much more distance, which under normal circumstances for Wad is no problem, but pressure building tonight, not off to the best of starts in the first match.
This will be a nerve settler though. He can punch home his long straight one, which he does. Settle him down. 1-0 Wads. Right. Crucial match. Whoever loses this match is out. As one celebrates being on the boards. Yeah, reminder, whoever loses this match is out. They can no longer qualify. So this is a must-win, really. Craig's persisting with that cut break. He's made a ball, and he's got a nice split.
It is a good split, and he has made a ball. It just doesn't seem right seeing it, to be honest with you. It doesn't.
Yeah, it feels a bit weird watching it, doesn't it?
It doesn't feel a natural fit, to be honest with you, to see Craig cut breaking, but he's obviously got a reason.
We will ask him. You can be assured of that.
I think it has to be Reds here. Reds all seem to connect. The only question for me is, where's the 8 ball going?
Rebels in white.
Does the 8 ball go bottom right? Because the way these are laid out, it's almost as though the natural is for the red top left to be the last ball. These 2 in the bottom, right, centre, top right. But then does the 8 ball go bottom right hand side? I think that's part of the reason he's just played that. I think he was trying to get the full ball contact, get the yellow out of the way, stay on the red to the bottom left and open up a window for the 8 ball. It's gone a little bit wrong.
But he's absolutely fine in a strange way, because he can get through to the red over the right middle. That wasn't tidily executed, but he got away with it.
Yeah, now the red at the bottom becomes potential last ball. Still not absolutely guaranteed to get nicely on the 8 ball though. And with the angle he has on the red to the top right now, he may leave the cue ball quite close to the cushion, getting on the one at the bottom nicely tricky as well. May just have to accept distance like he did in the previous frame. Off the red at the bottom, you're almost asking for the 8 ball to... Like, you can't really get straight on it, so the yellow at the bottom of the table gets into play here.
Similar shot to what was asked of Scott Gillespie a few frames ago. Ideally wants to just flick around the back of this yellow.
I think he might just about be straight enough to screw. As long as the 8 ball goes left centre, he's absolutely fine here. If it doesn't go left centre, he's got a problem. Oh, he had more angle than I thought. Had to do what Scott did and float round. That's an excellent shot.
Played it well.
Any touch on that yellow and he's done. Very, very good.
But Craig Waddingham is not done yet. Tom Cousins all of a sudden looks a little bit vulnerable here.
That was Tom's first. He backed it up by winning it a year later as well. Oh. Have some of that.
There's a little bit extra in that, wasn't there? There's a little bit of extra frustration in this. He has pumped that. And you can see, even with that break, the slight danger of putting a little bit more than you would normally into it is the cue ball's a little bit more awry. It's why you don't see Tom break like that all the time. But he is human. Trust me, he is. And he was a little bit aggrieved at how he feels his night is going. Put a little bit of an extra percent into it.
Yeah, I think you're right. He made one mistake so far, and he's a match loss and 2-0 down to his name so far. On the verge of being knocked out. That's how tough it is out there. Still not going to shy away from the right shot, as in the shot that will make the finish easy. A lot of players not landing a little bit better on that ball, may have come down the table and start to deal with those, but Tom gets through these 2 at the top first, then comes down.
Options here. That red being near the pocket does give him a couple of options.
I don't think he'll do anything more than keep this simple. I think 8 ball goes left centre comfortably, so straight into right centre last ball, just all connects together.
Nicely done. 2-1. Oh, very nearly a golden break. He has got a ball. What he has got here is a pretty, at least at first glance, a pretty ugly split.
I think what it is with that cut break, it's very narrow. A lot of players get as close to the left-hand side as we look there, and it gives you more of the second ball down to try and hit, whereas Craig's quite narrow on it, meaning he's catching that ball just a fraction thinner than some other players can. And
he's almost breaking them twice. He's deliberately coming off the side rail back into them.
Yeah, but it sort of takes a little bit of power out of it. I know it's not a powerful break anyway.
Shot that is.
Red ball's in play.
That's a very clever shot that was. 3-ball plant off the cushion.
That deals with one problem, one more left. full red. I'll have a look at this shot again. Very clever way of opening it all up. Just wondering if the red goes left centre and it opens everything up. Oh, I love that. It's a very clever controlled cannon. It's not a case of firing into a cluster and hoping it opens up. He's fired into the yellows, knowing the red and 8-ball were not going to move, and the red goes in the right centre. Really clever. Oh, very good nudge as well.
That's a lovely nudge. That is lovely.
It's
You know, you can be as clever as you like, but sometimes you do just need a little nudge every now and again. Saw both sides of the coin there from Craig Wadd.
When he hit the shot, I thought, oh, he's gone too far here, but landed perfect.
For 3-1. Craig Waddingham goes on the hill. He is one frame away from booting Tom Cousins out the Champions League.
Really needs to win 3 frames if he wants to get through tonight.
8 balls racing. The only thing Craig Waddingham to potentially hang his hat on here is the fact this 8 ball has gone a little bit awkward. Yellow's the decision, that's no great surprise. What do you do about this 8 ball?
I think if he can work a pattern, and he can, yellow right centre is your last ball. Oh, he's not going to get that far. But if you look on that overhead there, if he'd worked it through, so yellow goes right centre pocket, then it gets you to the 8 ball and back yourself to make it down the cushion. I think that would have been the plan.
I still can't believe that's not gone in. It's almost like he needed a little bit more pace and it had gone in.
It was just on the side of the pocket, wasn't it? More pace, I think it would have dropped, but just travelled a hint too much on the side.
Well, Craig Waddingham, this is your chance. It's not nice on reds, but this is your chance. Go into his bad red off this one. Elects to play on it instead. So I think that's a sign of confidence.
It's also a big pocket that he wants to play to open up the red at the bottom. Not sure if it does go to the bottom left, so he needs to open up the pocket to bottom right. He also has the same problem with the 8 ball, and then he's got the red on the break line as well, so there's a lot going on here for Craig.
15 seconds left, walk-in point.
Not guaranteed to get up here. This needs to be a really good finish from this position. Trying to come up behind this red.
Yeah, he's almost potting himself into a bit of a corridor here. Has he landed on the double? I think just about. But you can't get close to the last red and then the 8 ball doesn't go.
He's not fluked the treble, has he? No. So Tom Cousins to stay alive.
He's not fluked the red, but the red's got in the way. I may have seen Tom just leave them as they are and pick them apart if that red doesn't go there. But he doesn't have a good way of getting on the 8 ball now, so yeah, going to try and move it. Very good.
That's a great shot. Really good shot, that. That just wobbled a little bit. But he's playing markedly quickly. He knows he's got to rattle off 3 in a row here. As close to Tom Cousins running around the table as you'll ever see. 3-2.
He'd almost take a ball on a messy table. You see what I mean about how narrow he is with a cut break? He could go a lot further to the left. Oh, 8 ball.
Oh, wow. Craig Waddingham dumps Tom Cousins out of the Champions League, and he does it with a golden break. Tough one for Top Cat to take. That cut break pays dividends for Craig Waddingham, and he stays alive. Harrison versus Gillespie for control of the group is coming up next.